Bum 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 bum. Very ominous music to start the game with. Good lord. Ominous and a half. It's as if the game knows that we're going to try and kill Sigismund of Luxembourg. King of Hungary. Hungary. King of the Hugs. King of the Hugs. Hug of the Kings. Don't think he's very... I don't think Sigismund's into hugging. I think he's more into choking. Like we found out 2 weeks ago? A week ago? I don't know. Time moves fast and also slow. That's some philosophy for you, chat. Time is timey-wimey, limey-vimey, flimey-wimey, mimey-dimey. Can you tell I'm tired? Can you tell I've had a long day? Probably not. Haha, because I'm so full of energy. Piss and vinegar. Oh. So, Kingdom Come, right? Kingdom Come 2. Look, I've added new tabs. I think they're aligned. Bits. Oh no, they're not aligned. They're poorly aligned. God damn it. This one's a bit big. Let me see if I can fix it. Oh god dang it. Oh no, I made it too small. Fuck. Well, I hope none of you has OCD because this is going to be painful. This is going to be painful. There we go. Oh. Nope, too big again, right? Still too big. Well, that's just what it is. I'm terrible at it. Apologies. Okay, so... what do we have to do? Right, we have to do some things, right? Do some we have to actually play the game, I think. Oh no, we're gonna end it one of these days. We're very well, not very close. I don't think we're even halfway there. Ooh, living on a prayer. I think we are getting closer. Hello, Hades. Who's dying today? Hopefully Sigismund of Luxembourg. Hopefully we get to stab him in the face. Very, very violently. But now I think we have to threaten a guy. Hello, Pnot. Always find it funny saying that name. Now we have to threaten a fool into giving us his clothes. So we can go into the meeting and kill Sigismund. Ah, yes, right. Yesterday, last stream, we rescued Hans. Rescued Hans Capon. He was a captive in Nebeshov? Is it Nebeshov? Malashov. He was a captive in Malashov. We rescued him. We could have taken him out the easy way through a secret passage, but we could also kill everyone. So I killed everyone. I killed the entire garrison, and we rescued Hans. Now he's off. They haven't kissed yet. There was another guy in the room. There was another hostage. Maybe that was it. They didn't want a threesome. Then Hans met up with Godwin, who had brought Radzig and Hanush. Radzig and Hanush are back. So they went together to... Rabosh over here. They're all there now. Whilst Henry's been tasked with infiltrating the Sedlets Monastery, where Sigismund is going to meet these lads, and then we are supposed to spy. But I want to do a bit more than spying, and I want to shank Sigismund. Change the course of history. And yes, they haven't kissed yet, because we know I'm going to do it, don't we? I'll kiss anyone. I'll kiss whoever I can in this game. they give me the option to kiss Sigismund, I'll probably do it. And then I'll slice his throat. Slit, even. They went together reminded me of the Grease song. Yeah. They went together. Murder people forever. I don't even think I'm going the right way. Right, I need to look for a guy. Wrong tab. I have to dress up as a waiter, so I have to threaten a waiter to get his clothes. He should look suspiciously out of place, right? Like this pissed guard. Right, waiter. If you see a waiter, tell me so I can punch him in the face. This guy.
Show-offs, but since Sigismund showed up, there are
Hugo
hundreds
Mannlicher.
They'll get their comeuppance. You'll see. Those who are first will be last, and those who are last will be first.
This is also a timed quest, so you have time to find your thing, do your thing, and Hans Schonpeter. Huh.
Here and you're in the clear.
Muslan, Barchat, the strongest Bar.
What do you want?
Nope. I was hoping that she might know.
Axes, hands, nails, tape. The finest work. I nearly left my fingers on them for buttons.
Nope.
I'll tell you, you won't get work like
That's
that
this one.
anywhere.
Greetings.
Oi, Fanta!
I'd like to...
Surely you can wait a while. I have a customer here. Here you are. The finest fabric. Intricate work. You won't find the likes anywhere else in this town.
No
sure.
more than I'd expect after the amount they cost. Thanks. I'll gladly recommend you if anyone asks. And you impatient fella, what was it you wanted?
You must be Franta Cooldown.
I am. And who might you be?
I'm Henry. I heard you're supposed to serve at the City Council Assembly.
I am. What's it to you?
Supposing I took the job on for you. You can put your feet up, fill your belly, and I'll do all the work for you.
Look here. It's not like I'm all that keen on it, but it's well paid. Apart from that, it's a bit of a pain in the arse. Them councillors stuffing their faces and guzzling wine, while I run around like a bugger with pictures so they don't run dry. Why would you want to stick your nose in there?
Because I want to kill them all.
I want to see the king in the flesh.
Why's that?
I heard a lot about him. How he won lots of battles, how he's courageous, just...
And as bad-tempered as the devil. He's got the councillors shitting themselves.
Good, they should
fearing
be.
what's coming at this assembly. The more I think about it, the happier I am about not having to be there. To begin with, you'll need confirmation that you've worked as a waiter at the council and you're capable of serving even His Majesty. Look here. Do you have any idea what's expected of you? Can you tell different wines apart and that?
I can.
Of course. Who do you take me for?
All right. No need to get upset.
I
Show
drink a lot
the
of them.
confirmation to the head butler. Tell him I sent you and think up some good excuse. Clear?
That makes sense.
And you'll need a waiter's livery. I had a brand new one made. Here it is. I look like a prick in it. Hopefully it'll sit better on you.
I'll probably
the
look like a
main
prick
thing
too.
is, don't lose it before the assembly or get it covered in shit.
Thanks. I won't disgrace you, I promise.
You better not.
I won't. I'm just going to kill the king. I meant... Oh, it's right here. Report for duty. I guess I have to put it on. I have to put it on. Royal Waiter's Coat. And then... Where's the rest? The hose of a royal waiter. And royal waiter's hat. I guess I can't take my sword. Hopefully they'll let me keep the dagger. You know
Excuse
why?
me.
No, not this guy. Oh, Major Domo. Mayordomo.
Franta Cooldown sent me. I'm to stand in for him at the council assembly.
Franta's not coming. What's wrong with him?
Shitting himself.
He got poisoned. Probably from food. He's writhing in agony. By turns praying and cursing, spewing from both ends.
Oh,
See,
that's
told
enough.
you.
All right.
Told you he was shitting
At
himself.
least you're here. We can't be without a waiter here, when the king himself will need waiting on. So, let's have a look at you. Have you got Franta's certificate?
Sure. There is.
I do.
Everything's in order. Now, about your livery. You've got a waiter's cap, a tunic you have. Hose are good. You can put your steel aside in front of the council chamber, along with your other stuff. You won't be needing it anyway. You don't want to be dragging a load if you're running around tables.
Sure.
Everything as it should be.
Not leaving anything.
Glad to see it, lad. Do you know what your duties are? For an inexperienced greenhorn like you, it'll be
I'll
a
show you
great
my green horn,
responsibility.
all right.
Well, I'll happily listen to any advice. I wouldn't want to foul things up.
I should certainly hope not. Now listen. A good waiter should stand in a corner, look willing and ready, and
God,
not
it's
get
like
in
Downton
anyone's
Abbey.
way. In short, behave as if you're not there. But when one of the gentlemen calls for wine, you run and pour it for him on the double. You'll find the pitchers on
Right.
a table by the door to the chapel. You take one and go to their table and pour for them. White Tokaib or red monastery wine.
White or red, by the door to the chapel. Got it.
But for Councillor Adam of Zarzhitz, you must not pour at all.
Because
when
he's
he
a
drinks,
drunk.
he disrupts and makes trouble. So the assembly has to be interrupted, or otherwise it never reaches an end. We can't allow that to happen in the presence of the king.
Can't
All
we
right.
though?
Sir Adam of Zarzhit stays dry.
And if the king himself wants wine, you pour for him with lowered eyes. Don't look at him.
Right.
And the most important thing?
Remember who wants what?
That too, but more importantly, do not disturb the councillors
Right.
at their work. They have a lot to
I
discuss.
swear I won't.
And in
I won't kill
general,
the king.
A good waiter has to be invisible, blind, and deaf.
Oh? I thought I had to keep my ears pricked.
Well, yes, but only to what anyone wants
Right.
from you.
It's like Downton
No
Abbey.
excuses, and provide everything that anyone wants from you.
Thank you for the follow,
Understood?
Phil. Quite a sound now. I have to change these sounds. I have to customize them because it gives me quite a scare. Everything. Every time something happens, just shatters.
Absolutely. I'm a waiter after all. Not some
For killing him,
street
will you
gossip
say
monger.
first?
Correct.
Well,
And if you manage not to botch it
yeah,
up, you can
because it
even
ends the
rise on
game.
the social ladder. Not just anyone can serve the king of
oh, I'll
Hungary,
rise on the
but
social
you'll manage
ladder,
it,
all right.
right?
It's game over when you kill him. I've seen it happen. Okay,
I know everything I need to.
let's
I can
go.
Excellent. Put away your things here. It's easier to serve with a lighter load. You can wait in the cubbyhole for the servants.
I don't want to put away my things. Oh, did they make me? Have they taken everything? Okay. Ooh, okay, it's a mini game. Okay. Oh god, okay, I can see two endings, one of them tonight. I think so, I don't know. They have taken my dagger, I think. They have taken my dagger. If I can get a dagger... Oh, I can't access the horse. If I can manage to have a dagger, then yes.
There
Look
are
at the wine.
pictures of wine.
Our current
Hopefully I won't splash anyone's shoes.
And on top of that, the army was requisitioned.
So that's red, that's
from it.
white.
Should the town reserve have worse weapons than any Räuber in the domain?
What are you getting at, Eldris?
Okay, white,
I'm
white.
saying that the bandits who freed Hinnick, the Dry Devil, used that thing. That Hackenbücher.
Sir?
Hand cannon. Can you believe
Okay.
it? Where
Thank
did they
you,
get
Waiter.
them?
You're the one who should know where they got them, since you're a gunsmith.
What are you implying, Friedrich? All I'm saying is that they had them, Herrgott.
Okay, help me
It
with
is
this.
eine Schande
Just
when
break a bottle of
outlaws
wine, go
have
old
better
school.
weapons than the city garrison. And Herr König surely knows this too.
What is it, Eldris?
Hey, waiter.
smell a deal?
Pour me some
What
monastery
I
wine.
smell is that your stubborn heads
Monastery.
do not realize what Schwierigkeit
Monastery is
this
red.
The Dry Devil is running free. There are Raubritter everywhere in the region.
Sir?
We have the army bearing down, and you want to defend yourself.
Well, thank
with
the
a few
Lord.
Oh, I shouldn't give him any.
And who is it you want
Oh
to
well.
fight? Exactly.
I wasn't supposed to give him any. Let's see what happens.
Providing us with protection.
I just gave the alcoholic some alcohol.
Der König and his army will not be here forever.
Hey, waiter.
Shut
pour
up.
me some monastery
The king
wine.
can arrive at any moment. What if he...
Monastery wine coming up.
What then? We're sitting atop the biggest silver heap in the kingdom, and we're supposed to defend it with brooms?
You're right,
Sir?
Eldris. But where can we get the coin for better equipment?
Well, you can always confiscate the property of the king's enemies, nicht wahr?
We are more than familiar with the jämmerlich state of our armory. And the king is surely aware of it as well. Maybe if he waived some of the taxes.
The king fears that this town will rise against him. He'll take the arming of the city's
Raising
militia
taxes,
as a
necessary,
preparation
but
for war.
unpopular.
So you suggest we just wait with arms crossed for the Raubritter to wreak havoc all around?
Like a
We can
doggo.
always ask the king to bring order to the realm with his army.
But then the Dörfler will rise up.
I'm afraid I see no solution of the current situation. We shall wait and see what His Majesty thinks about the matter. Maybe we can change his mind.
Careful.
Vielleicht.
You're the one who
I'd like
pushed
to
me, you
report to the
knobhead.
honorable council on the cleanliness of the city and the state
Look,
of
I'm
the public
blackmailing this
baths.
guy,
You mean
Vavak.
baths or brothels?
Isn't it the
Hey,
same thing?
youngster! Some red!
Oh, I
So
can't take him any, but...
cleanliness of the city is not what it should be. Excuse me. The current baths in the city fall far
sorry,
short
sir.
of covering all the citizens'
Orders from
needs.
above.
You're
Am
right.
I supposed to die
We
of
do
thirst
have
here,
new
or
baths in
what?
Hopring. And Adam's
I
old
apologize.
ones. But I hear the Hopring baths are more
More
of a
wine,
pigsty.
Master Bailiff.
They still
I
are,
have enough wine.
but the
Come
quality went
closer.
downhill at
I need something from you. There
Uh-oh.
is an item in my study that I confiscated from a female thief. She thought she could wriggle out of it by telling me who the item belongs to.
And what is it?
A silver goblet. She sneaked
Okay.
into Sir Ulrich's house and stole it. No one's noticed the theft yet. But if Ulrich finds out, he'll turn the city upside down to find the culprit. Go and get it. And don't you make a mess there, understand?
Where can I find this goblet?
Use your eyes and come right back with it,
Uh-oh.
understood?
For cleanliness and citizens' health should not be underestimated.
Nor overestimated. If someone needs to wash, there's a river
Okay, so where's that going to be?
steps from the city wall.
Upstairs?
Certainly. And they can get leeches there for free as well. And while he's there, a man can shave and take a...
Nice.
you know what.
Whose silver might this be?
Going to the baths is neither a civic duty nor a right.
Have you forgotten the Black Death? A great many people died.
Can I get a dagger somewhere?
Are you questioning
Dagger.
God's plan?
Dagger.
The Black Death had nothing to do with the baths, unless the Lord wishes to punish the wickedness that's going on in there.
Keeping the city clean is important.
Gutenberg Oath Book. What is this?
Arguing about who is going to wash where and how is a waste of time.
It's only a waste of time because we're always arguing about the same thing.
Not at all.
Okay, I got the dagger.
If you'd finally admit that
Do you
it's
think
a
I can
trifle,
snoop some
you
more?
wouldn't have to keep coming back to it.
A trifle. Do you ever walk the streets here?
Nope.
Sewage, rats, slop, and rubbish. The least...
So, did
I
you
got a
find
dagger.
it?
I did, Master Bailiff. Here it is.
Not so loud. Show it here. That's it. And now go back to your job.
Okay, have a dagger to kill the king. I hope that's fine.
Don't put words in my mouth.
Gentlemen, let's agree to disagree. What if the king heard us?
I got word that Rutard has pulled off another deed.
That's nothing unusual. That old weasel will never accept that the city isn't run his way. At least until His Majesty honors us with his visit.
Ooh, we're gonna
and as we
fucking
know,
kill Sigismund
Gunslin
tonight.
absolutely hates
Hey, waiter!
him.
He
Pour
can
me
hate
some
all he
monastery
wants,
wine.
as long as he does no damage.
Okay, monastery
Ulrich,
wine.
what have you got to say about it?
It's the red.
Well, I'm not sure what you're implying.
Horseshit! You know full
Monastery
well.
wine.
Everybody knows.
Here.
He wiped the floor with you.
Compose yourself, Adam,
thank the
and
Lord.
stop drinking. The king might come any time now.
That's right. Let's not burden the anointed monarch with such...
Me? Compose myself.
Hey, boy! A full cup of monastery wine.
I beg your pardon. I demand that you...
Ruhe! Franz, please continue.
I'm speaking about the
Thank you,
Rutard
waiter.
incident. You were there, weren't you?
Oh, that. Just a small misunderstanding. We've sorted it out and everything's settled.
My ears must be deceiving me. Are you
Hey,
defending
waiter.
Rutard?
Pour me some
Besides,
monastery wine.
if his men attacked yours, as I've heard,
Oh,
then we have a
Dramaz.
good reason to
I
punish
gave him
him.
fleas.
What happened there? Leave nothing out.
I don't like...
Well,
I gave him
True,
fleas
but
in a brothel.
In this case, it really was nothing.
Everyone in the city gossiped about it. I heard there were several dead.
Did you? That's grossly exaggerated. I don't think Rutard will cause any trouble. He is sensible enough not to draw attention
Ooh.
to himself while the king is here.
Thank you for the
true,
follow, Lunarian
Because if we
93.
don't do something about him, the king himself will put an end to him, and soon.
Unless he puts an end to us first. God knows what he wants to tell us.
If nothing
wants you
happened,
dead.
there's no point in dwelling on it. Let's move on.
Oh, right, I didn't equip the dagger. Ha 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 ha! Now I have. What's this? Fox. Okay, I'll take it.
Things
gave it to
have
me.
got out of order in
There's
the
a
town.
reason.
Some adventurers decided to take the law into their own hands and restore the tradition of duels. It's
Oh.
not only barbaric, but also illegal. I could understand it with mercenaries, students, and other scum of all kinds, but
I'd
Scam!
like some monastery wine. Refill my cup, boy.
Are you blaming one of us?
Sir. And look who spoke first.
First of all, it
Don't
wasn't
hang
a
around
duel.
me. Vanish,
It was
you hear me?
supposed to be an honourable combat. And I didn't even take
As you
part in
wish.
it.
And that's the only reason you're still here on the
go.
council
I
and
don't want to
not
see
in the
you again.
pillory.
Hello,
If you
hello,
want to blame
welcome.
somebody, you should
Welcome,
point the
I'm glad you
finger
enjoyed
at
the
youngster
podcast.
here
I'm glad it
who's-
brought you here.
Excuse me.
Come here for a moment.
Never mind.
I suspect
I'm
the
sorry.
gentleman from the city
wasn't
sword
paying
fighting
attention.
school brought this custom
Refill,
to
sir.
us.
Do you think
It's
I come to
now
the
run
council
by
just
the
to guzzle
German
wine?
Menha.
Don't
can I
know.
help
You
you
tell
with,
me.
sir?
I left my gloves in the chapel.
I've seen
I took
them.
them off to pray, but then I rushed here and forgot to take them. I can't just get up and walk out now. But if you disappear for a little while,
All right. I'll get them.
Right.
I knew I
gloves.
could count on you. While you're at it, count how many figures on the mural have wings.
But why?
Because I'm bored, and because I told you. Get on with it.
They're apparently
lad.
settling accounts their own way. We'll soon be the laughing stock of the whole town.
Okay, how many
Rest
angels
assured
with
the
wings?
whole town is already laughing at us all day
Okay,
long.
that's the gloves.
So what if they have one
That
more
was easy
reason?
enough. And he wanted me to count
My
the winged
words
figures.
exactly. The town council is squabbling
Angels with
constantly at
wings.
the Emperor Charles, and no one is left unscathed.
Oh, okay. One,
A councillor, let
two,
throw dirt on our work.
If I
3,
threw
4,
out everyone who complains over a beer, I'd soon be
5,
out of
6,
customers.
7, 8, 9,
The hell with it.
10,
We'll
11,
never get anywhere
12,
like this.
13,
Why waste our time?
14, Seems like 14.
So, let's see what you've got for me.
I found your gloves, sir.
Really? Let's see them. And did you count those winged figures?
Oh, maybe 16?
I counted 16, sir.
And did you count all the monsters and animals?
Oh, I thought you meant only the angels.
Go back to serving wine, blockhead.
There's the eternal dispute over the cathedral.
Remind me, chat, to kill him. Hello, Adorpian. It is you. We missed you yesterday. Last Arcani and myself, we were talking about you.
Hey, waiter!
And they are going to Mokarol mining city. Why can't we build
They want wine. They want white wine.
Hire more craftsmen. Start with night shifts.
We saved Hans yesterday, Adorpian.
Craftsmen
Sir?
are a band of
We saved
parasites.
Hans. You killed a lot of people.
They come late,
You look
or
familiar
report sick, and if they do come,
And we're going to,
And you have to pay someone else
Oh,
to put it
I was
right.
rude to him.
It's
Oops.
a waste of time. I tell
go
you,
talk to him?
a waste of time.
Adam, don't interrupt the proceedings with your drunken rant.
We have met.
Even if you are.
And now we're going to kill
And as for
Sigismund.
you,
Pour me red wine.
haven't you noticed there's a war going on?
Cooking dinner while I watch the stream
Are
right
the
now.
experts
Okay.
from
I'll
far
try not to
off
be too
supposed to run the
sweary.
city under siege?
Besides,
Sir?
I get the
I'm
feeling
just serving
there's
wine,
something other
wine
than
to a
the
bunch of
welfare the
pricks.
city behind your complaints.
Oh, you do?
What are you cooking for dinner?
And what would that be?
Like, for instance, that you'd like to have your own altar
You have
there?
headphones. Oh
So
well.
what if I would?
Don't know if
Hold
that'll
your
save
horses,
you.
gentlemen. That space in the side
You
nave
there,
is mine.
lad.
Then
A
hell
cup of
freezes
bread.
over, my friend.
And don't you skip.
Your
Make some
place
for me.
is at least 2 steps behind mine.
A swordsmith dares to insult me? Ha! I think not.
Sir?
Excuse me. You wanted to buy yourself an altar in the cathedral. Just like you bought yourself
Oh,
a
he
seat in
thanked
this
me. What a
council.
nice
How
man.
dare you?
He gets to
I
live.
acquired my seat for the services our guild
10 minutes away,
provided,
huh? Wow.
and still provides to the crown.
Well, I hope you're not supplying equipment to the army. If that's all they have, they would be defeated by that bunch of ne'er-do-wells from the alehouse on Hopbrink.
What ne'er-do-wells?
Those wrestlers of theirs, of course.
This
People
council is
from
pretty
the whole
funny.
town go to watch them brawl.
Oh, this is news to me.
Because it has all been sorted out. Not long ago, the guards raided and threw them all out.
Ah, yes, I had forgotten. What do we have to discuss next?
Why did dogs show up on the table? Was that just me? Did a dog just show up on the table just suddenly before the cutscene? Am I going crazy? There was a white dog, right?
I'm telling you, something is being planned. Oh, I doubt it. No one's gonna tackle Rootard.
They were under the table, but they got on top of the table. Oh, here comes Siggy.
Azonal Tücek Össe, Elegiop Katonaikat, Ishkelkinek Utra.
Oh, fucking Markvart as well. I don't have a savior schnapps. I don't have a savior schnapps. But oh well. Come on, Henry. Slit his throat. It's the mustache. He doesn't recognize me with a mustache. Go full red wedding on him. Oh, I think I will. On this baldy. Apologies to baldies, but...
You have nothing to fear. Not you.
He is quite tall. Look at him. What a menace.
An like this plan of falls!
The hair's a bit shitty. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Oh! Oh my god, we're going to play Godwin. Here we are. Oh, this is exciting. It's a nice little castle. Look, the gang's all together. Hanush, Radzig, Vokla, the guy we saved yesterday, Hans, flirting, Zizka and Samuel the Jewish guy, the leader of the Jews in Kuttenberg, and Godwin.
Come now, father. Put a little life into your dying. See more cheerful priests at funerals.
I'd rather be at one than here. I hoped I'd never see this fortress again in my life.
It's quite nice, though.
Unpleasant memories?
You have no idea. I didn't part ways with my father on entirely good terms.
Oh.
20 years ago.
So Lord Rabosh is your brother,
older and wiser. At your Ujit's parish, you spread the word of God to your flock, and you saved my neck and Henry's too. I'd say your father should be proud of you.
None of that matters a damn to him.
Who knows?
Hello, hello.
Maybe that
Still
20 years
dry.
has changed a thing.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your kind words.
Let's
glad you
drop
enjoyed
the
the
subject.
podcast. I'm glad. Thank you for the follow. Have a good night.
Do you know any of the guests here?
Most of them I'm seeing for the first time in my life. It's a pretty varied company. We've had bandits, nobles, burgers, a priest, and even a rabbi coming
pizzas.
together here. It's like the start of some
Burgers,
joke.
pizzas,
Wait a moment.
kebabs.
Rabbi, you say? The Kuttenberg rabbi.
Making me hungry.
He came with a retinue. But for now, they're keeping mostly to themselves. Maybe you should go and welcome some of them. After all, this used to be your home. And you're a spiritual man too, so you should have something in common.
I wouldn't be too sure. But I suppose I can try.
Not that spiritual. More into the, you know, lay side of life. if you
Who's
get my
that
drift.
French fellow you brought here from Malashov?
The great Baron Brabant. Been everywhere, knows everything, and has the keys to half the kingdom.
He's fun though.
He's got more fairy tales than my old nanny.
Can he be trusted?
He's a blabbermouth, but a harmless one.
He's fun.
Besides, he defended Kuttenberg, and you know how that went. If he were on Sigismund's side, he'd hardly have been locked up with me.
How does it feel to breathe free air again?
What can I say? You can never truly appreciate freedom until someone locks you up for a while.
Or until you become a priest.
No fear of that in my case.
Right, no.
I intend to enjoy life to the full. Wine,
Yes.
women, and song.
The occasional man too.
What do you plan to do now?
I
you're a
have
free
anything
man
to do with
again?
it.
What do you think? Get drunk, woo one of the local wenches, and wake up in the morning with no hose and a head like a church bell.
No hose.
Have you perchance
And
forgotten
Henry,
we're
yeah,
supposed
exactly,
to be
and
deciding
Henry.
the future of the
His
kingdom?
bodyguard. He's going to
I'll
be
leave
guarding
that
his
to the
body
older
very
and wiser.
closely.
And duller.
Yeah. Hans as a priest is a bad idea.
I'd rather creep off into some corner with a full wineskin. But I suppose I'll have to introduce myself to the rest of the guests, eh?
Indeed you should. After all, you are one of the lords of Rabosh.
Oh, don't start with that. I'd like to steer clear of the old man as long as I can.
In that case, you should sound out Radzig and Hanush and find out what they're actually planning.
Okay. What a lovely little fortress. Look. Isn't it cute? It's very cute.
Was ist denn los? Ein Bier bitte.
Zizka. Can't talk to him. John of Liechtenstein. Can't talk to him. I can have some wine though. Oh, that's good. My armor's broken. I can't change my gear. I can't change his gear. Oh yeah, longsword though. Oh, I have a lot of stuff I stole. Oh, okay. I did loot a bunch of stuff that I now have. Huh, that's good. Okay, good, good. Look at old Okay, I looted a million things that I now have on him. Oh, that's fun. I could just give him a... No, you can't. You can't change Goldwyn's clothes. Okay. Not even put a hauberk? Nope, nothing. Just the sword. Could still steal stuff. More beer. Different kinds of beer. Okay. Samuel, Rabbi. Okay, fine. I'll do the Rabbi first. Honestly, I don't like this thing games do when you play a secondary character for a couple of levels while the protagonist is busy. No, I'm not the biggest fan of this system either, but it's new to Kingdom Come, so
my greetings.
It's fun to play with Godwyn. He's a good man.
Peace be with you. Neither would one expect a priest here, and yet...
How do you know I'm a priest?
It's not difficult to tell. After all, we have much in common. And we are both a little on unfamiliar ground here. I'm Yehuda, leader of the rabbinical court in the sacred community of Gutenberg. And this is Samuel, my aide.
Who would rather not be here at all. Why did we have to come here, Sadie? Can you not see everyone is staring at us?
Because we all need to help each other in this time of need.
Good lad.
And why would they not stare when you are frowning so?
Are you here to arrange some trade?
We have more serious matters to attend to here than gaining a few groschen. The situation in the town and the kingdom is unsustainable.
True.
The whole land is on the brink of destruction. You have men and weapons. We have the means to sustain them.
Why are you telling this to a Koimer? You wanted to deliver what we brought to the Margrave and quickly leave.
Everything in good time, Samuel.
I like him.
We have just arrived, after
Rabbi.
all.
Did you
Lovely
come to
Rabbi.
lend money to the lords?
Not to lend, but to give. Help given to the needy is repaid only by God.
Godwyn the anti-Semite asking a Jew if he's here for money.
With that money, we could have paid
You know,
mercenaries ourselves.
considering it's the
You
Middle Ages.
remind me of my young friend Henry. He's a bit of a
It's,
hothead too.
It's an expected question.
That messenger of Radzik Copula.
You know each other. You're both around the same age.
Are we?
That would be him.
Thought he would be
We
10
did
years
not get
older.
off to a very good start.
Henry's done a few things I'd like to give him a slap or two for. But like
He's
they
done
say,
so
to
much
err
murder.
is human. For a young stripling, he's been through
Stripper?
plenty. It's not,
Not
so
been a
long
stripper
since
yet,
his
but,
parents were
you know,
killed in
the night is
Skalitz.
young.
He was supposed to
That
become
guy
a
behind us
blacksmith,
is already drunk.
and instead, he's roaming the world, risking his neck at every turn.
Because they
Wait.
killed my family.
A blacksmith, you say? From Skalitz?
Aye, that's right. Did you know anyone there?
I knew of someone.
Oh,
A blacksmith by the name
Duh.
of Martin.
My daughter knew him most, and that is why Samuel is in this world. For our numerous sins.
Brother!
But he certainly didn't act like one. Ma raised me on her own.
Okay, no, wait,
And
no,
that
because he's not
was
my
all
real
for the
dad.
best.
Why?
Not even half brother.
He should have taken care of me.
You know.
But instead he fathered another bastard.
Kind of
Don't
brother!
make hasty judgments. As far as I know,
Hello!
Martin didn't have any other children. At least, none of his own. He took in Henry and raised him as his own on the orders of the Lord of Skalitz.
My
Sir
God.
Radzik Kobula.
Adoptive
Henry's
half-brother,
real
I
father.
guess.
I don't care if he took care of 20 other Mamsas.
That boy's blood father denied him, just like yours did to you.
A person can't choose their parents. And Henry only found out about it recently.
Sounds like a porn category.
I'd rather have a drink.
Adoptive
Will you have one
half-brother.
too, Zayde?
Help me, Wait. Help me, adoptive half-brother. I'm stuck in the forge. Help me. Pull out the sword.
For that,
Don't clip
there
that,
will be
Adorpian. I
more
know you're going to.
suitable times.
Don't.
Good health.
L'chaim.
Too late. Oh no. God. At this point, I'm going to end up on OnlyFans. Where's Vokla? Vokla? Ooh. Anna. Oh, she's a looker.
What is it? Why are you skulking here?
I'm looking for you, milady. This guard, look. Lovely green brigandine. Oh, that guy has one too. Oh, they're wearing the same thing. Exactly the same thing. Father and son, do you think? Oh. Took an arrow to the knee. Understandable. Been there. Conrad. Who's this fancy fuck? Oop, stop. Oop, trying not to swear. Where's Vokland then? Oh.
I'm glad you finally accepted the invitation.
Oh, Jobst, look! The prick is here.
It's not that I didn't want to.
Hamann?
Understand.
Oh, that's Martin.
Serious
Kunslin. Well, I get to explore a bit, I suppose. Uh-oh, here's the clip. Good lord. Good lord. Ah, there's more people outside, good. Oh, plucking a chicken during a feast, you know. Right next to the lords, yes. Pluck that chicken right next to the nobility and scratch your back. Right. Pluck, pluck, pluck. Pluck, 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 pluck. Pluck. Not quite dead yet. Pluck. Help! She's plucking me alive! Radzik, Hanush. Dry Devil? Ooh. Where's Vauquelin? Where's that French twat? Oh god, I'm very sweary today. This guy. Is he poisoning the wine? He's suspicious. I don't like him. I think he was poisoning the wine. She sneezed on the food!
No, it needs a bit more.
No, no, she sneezed on the food. Boschtek.
Aye, they put out, but then they leave.
Hey! Mind your up.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Well, welcome. What can I do for you?
Nope, not doing that. I want to talk to Vauquelin. Oh, I can't find that French prick. Jesus.
God bless.
He's making me go very sweary. Over encumbered? With what? Just drop a bassinet, just can't wear it. Okay, am I going insane? Where's Vauquelin? Samuel? Hans, Liechtenstein, noble, 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 noble. The twins, the poisoner. Noble, noble, Jobst, noble. Oh, here he is. Jesus.
Good health to you, sir.
Not even worth
I'm
that much
Godwin,
effort.
a friend of that lad you arrived with, Henry. We don't know each other.
Baron Vauquelin Brabant, Chevalier d'Arezzo. The last of my line.
Think you'll like him,
I am
chat.
a warrior, a traveler, a strategist, and also, à ma manière, a poet.
My word. Isn't that exhausting?
Mais non! And I'm glad to meet a new friend.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Baron. I knew right away we'd hit it off. How did you end up imprisoned in Malashov?
Ah, c'est une histoire compliquée.
Mhm.
It was after I heroically led the defense of Kuttenberg, and
Kuttenberg,
only
yeah.
lost it narrowly by an unfortunate turn of events.
That needs some explanation. What unfortunate turn?
Here comes the law dump.
Oh, misère. It is clear you have never been to war.
I have, though.
You're quite mistaken, Monsieur Baron. I have.
Always ready to give the people what they want.
Je suis désolé. This Bohemia is a strange
I'll
land.
hold that.
I
I'll
have
hold you
seen
to that.
farm hands, children, and even women fighting. But the clergy? Sainte Mère, do tell me about it. No
course
doubt you
priests
fought
fight.
on the side of truth and honor.
My last big battle was in Kosovo.
I've heard of this battle. Many great men fell there.
Aye. And it was there I decided it was nothing for me. So I settled down in the presbytery in Ujits.
Then, what are you doing here at a meeting of opponents of the crown?
The Lord moves in mysterious ways.
He's got the moves like Jagger. He's got the moves like Jagger. Ooh, he's got the moves like Jehovah. Not gonna ask all this.
Where have you been on your travels? Have you seen the ocean?
But of course! I was born by the sea. If you are interested in my greatest journeys, then I have traveled with a merchant caravan all the way to the Ottoman Empire.
It's not
and
that
if you
far
are
from here, though.
interested in my greatest deed, then that was perhaps saving the life of the King of France.
And you wouldn't by any chance know the Pope, personally?
Which one do you mean? I spoke briefly with Boniface
Exactly.
the
You need to
Nine
clarify.
when I was
There's
sojourning
two.
in Rome. A pleasant fellow.
How come almost nobody here knows you?
I am operating, as they say. Incognito. My great benefit is my strong connection with the French court.
Oh,
There,
he's fun. I like him.
Everyone
Even
knows
if
my
he is
name.
bullshitting us, I
Here in
love him.
Bohemia,
I love him.
I'm still building my
He's campy.
reputation, slowly, but surely.
Ah, fine. I'll ask
say
him.
you're a poet. How about a verse or two to amuse us?
Jamais.
Gonna regret
Is
this.
poetry nothing but a fuss to you? Is a poet a gesture for amusement? I think not. To recite, I require the proper mood.
Boy.
And besides,
You're in a
few
mood,
here
all right.
would understand me.
Oh, I didn't talk to Radzig and Hanush. Oh God. This
Dear
prick.
friends and allies, in these troublesome times, you
He has
all
a great
know why
voice,
we're
though.
here. The question remains, what to do next? Sigismund is facing troubles in Hungary, and here, too, he is up against resistance. He's a capable strategist, but a poor diplomat. Mark my words. If we wait him out until winter, he will leave of his own accord.
By winter, he'll have torched all our fortresses and carried off everything that we possess.
Are we seriously
Yes.
gonna wait and cower in a corner? Or are we gonna drive them out in shame? A few well-planned raids and we could have him in our fists!
At what price? Have you got men to spare? Has any of you got men and money to spare?
We don't have men out there.
Yes, we do.
We do not.
Jobst is right. That whole sun won't fall easily.
Only we can't wait.
Are we to get ourselves killed?
Or end with nothing.
I like this. Stab him! Quick! Stab Jobst!
I'm not going to die.
Friends, we'll get nowhere like this. Let's adjourn ourselves and try to think it through.
Okay. Nothing happened.
Well, that went just as expected. Good health.
And to yours.
I like Liechtenstein.
Could
Jobst,
it have gone
not
any
really.
other way when there's so many of us here?
I would have expected a bit more sense from Jobst of all
How
people.
anticlimactic,
He made
exactly.
an amateur's mistake. But it's hard to be angry with him when he's trying to ingratiate himself with everyone. By the way, I'm John of Liechtenstein. And you must be Godwin, the son of...
That's not a thing I've ever boasted of. How do you know that?
I have my sources. From what
Good.
I've heard about you, I'd judge you could be quite
Oh, boy.
useful to me at today's gathering.
Is that so?
Indeed. And that's why I'd like to ask something of you.
Right.
It depends what it's all about.
A little delicate diplomacy.
Oh, boy.
I
Prefer
expect we can
stabbing.
agree that Jobst's plan has certain shortcomings.
Shortcomings. That's to put it
And the way
mildly.
it stands at the moment, he'll never get the support of the council. But I have an idea how to change that.
Well, I'm curious how you hope to shut Zizka up and satisfy the ones who want peace.
We'll sit and wait quietly until Sigismund withdraws of his own volition, as Jobst proposes, but we'll be waiting in the military camp of our huge new army.
When Sigismund sees that, he'll be off to Hungary all the sooner. At a gallop.
Exactly. Sigismund's army is demoralized and weakened. And besides, he's running out of resources. He's able to tackle fortresses that aren't able to defend themselves, but he won't engage an equal force on the battlefield.
But he can't retreat either. That would be a disgrace.
And that's exactly why we'll wait until he's called back to Hungary by events there. For the plan to work, we need allies, their money and their determination. We've already set the ground for it. We just need negotiators who will push the right people in the right direction.
Are you saying you set everything in motion even before Jobst?
More like in parallel, but without his knowledge.
Clever girl.
If we find support and make it look like the whole thing was his idea, we'll all win.
John of Liechtenstein. Like, John isn't the most common name of all, and there's probably 300 other Johns from Liechtenstein. Or, you know, Liechtenstein's a small place, so maybe there's one John, and it's him. And also, he's from the noble family of Liechtenstein. Like, you know, Sigismund is the noble family of Luxembourg. He's not actually from Luxembourg himself. Yeah, Jurassic Park reference. I love those movies. Always have. Haha.
You've got an interesting way of approaching things.
You're certainly not the first to tell me that. I take it as a compliment.
Why are you doing all this anyway?
Because I want to put a stop to the senseless deaths. And
Good.
also because I'm happier with Wenceslas on the Bohemian throne.
I'll help you.
He's more permissive.
What exactly should I do?
Sigismund's a
I'll
bit of a
give you
shithead.
3 names. Botchek of Kunstadt,
Okay, I've seen them all.
Alder, and Anna of Waldstein.
Kill them
If
all.
you can get those 3
Oh, no.
on our
No.
side,
No, never mind.
we've won the day.
The opposite of
Meanwhile,
killing. Convincing.
I'll take care of Jobst.
Tell me a bit more about those people.
Butt cheek.
So I know who I'm dealing with.
Lord
Certainly.
Butt Cheek.
Who do you
All
want
he
to start
says
with?
is Butt Cheek of Kunstadt.
Botchek of Kunstad. I know the name, but I can't quite place him.
That's just the thing.
Massive
He's got
estate.
massive estates, great influence, but he
Massive
holds
butt
back.
cheeks.
He doesn't play the big game because he doesn't like to take risks. He always goes for the sure
What
thing.
Butt Cheek likes
But once
risks,
he's
huh?
made his mind up, not even a pair of oxen will hold him back.
Not even balls can hold these butt cheeks. Oh, lovely big butt cheeks. Oh.
Alder the Alderman. Wasn't he a Kuttenberg councillor?
He still is. The only one who retained his position after the city was taken. Only he's here, instead of cozying up with Sigismund in Gutenberg. So his days in
Right.
the council are numbered. But he'll continue to have a strong influence on the guilds and the rich burghers.
Burgers
And
and,
that's why we
pizzas and
need him.
kebabs and all that. Anna of Waldenstein.
Anna of Waldstein.
Waldstein.
The widow of that rich mine owner. What was his name?
Wenzel Bartosz. And I'm not surprised you forgot.
I was quite surprised to see her here. Assemblies like this are more
Don't be
about
sexist.
A male affair? So far, Godwin, so far.
Good,
Anna
John,
is holding
good.
back and behaving like an exemplary young widow. But don't trust appearances. She's
John
got
of
claws,
Liechtenstein,
she knows
equal
how to do her
rights.
sums, and she certainly has no love lost for Sigismund.
Ah, there we
And
go.
what use can she be to us? Apart from her late husband's money, of course.
Godwin.
She's as sharp as they come when it comes to trade. And she knows a thing or two about diplomacy. There are wicked tongues that claim Bartosz acquired most of his wealth thanks to her. And that it was thanks to her that he died, too.
Clever girl. See, that could be an alert sound. Just me getting very close and saying, clever girl.
I'll get on it then. Wish me luck.
I'm not even reading that one.
Before the day is over,
I'm not
the
even
die
reading
will
that.
be cast.
Oh god, I'm gonna get so drunk, sure.
Success to our plans.
I wonder if... Because NPCs pick up things if you drop them. So I wonder if I drop all of this valuable stuff, all these lords and ladies will just start picking stuff up.
Handy. Lucky me.
Oh, there they go.
Mine now. Looky here. I reckon I'll take that.
Bunch of vultures!
Come here. Well, I can't just leave that lying.
Look at these vultures. The rich getting richer. Jesus Christ. Okay, Anna. Hello.
God be with you, noble lady. There's something I'd like to ask of you.
God be with you. What would that be?
Your diplomatic support. And your money.
No beating around the bush, eh?
Uh-oh.
I like that. But what do you want my money for?
Uh-oh. What's this one?
Margrave Yob's plan has some gaps, milady. We need to gather enough resources to...
To muster an army that Margrave can't afford on his own?
Christ. Be praised. You're astute.
I should say so. All sorts of people have their eyes on my
Clever
money,
girl.
and divining their intentions is a necessity. Although, between the two of us, it isn't hard to figure out what Liechtenstein is after.
Hit the nail on the head again, Mom. You're well informed.
Yes,
I'm rarely
Mom.
mistaken.
I'd
Yes,
say
Mom.
you have a better nose for
Yes,
people than
quite,
most of
quite,
this
Mom.
Not
Apologies,
only for
Mom.
people, but also for good food and wine. And beneficial deals.
Of course you do. You just picked up a lot of stuff I threw on the floor.
Then you're in the right place. This occasion provides all of those things.
The wine here is average. The cooks lack imagination. And I have yet to hear any interesting offers. So,
Well, if Henry was here, he
What
would
is
have
it
an
that
interesting
Liechtenstein wants from
offer.
me?
Nothing more than support and resources for an army to parley more effectively with Sigismund.
nothing more. I'd say that's plenty. And why ask me for help? Why should I, of all people, take the risk?
It's not only your money we're interested in. You're well able to negotiate and trade. And if you were to take part in our
It's,
plan...
Then
butter a
I'd
wrap.
be helpful to you on two fronts. If you want me to support you, you must give me a good reason. Perhaps a favor in return.
Ooh,
Do
I
you have
love
something in
favors.
particular in mind?
Well, one of the guests here has something that shouldn't
Uh-oh.
get into the wrong hands.
Who's that?
Haman Alder. Now, if you were to switch these papers for the
Oh,
ones
boy.
he brought with him, I would support your proposal.
And these papers I'm supposed to switch, what do they concern?
My relatives somehow dug up some trade contracts between myself and certain undesirable parties.
Right,
You
she
were
had people
dealing with the
killed.
enemy.
They were not the enemy at the time. My conscience is clear.
Right.
but I'll rest easier when those papers are in my hands.
And the papers I'm supposed to plant on Alder?
Just insignificant documents. If the incriminating ones disappeared without a trace, it would arouse suspicion.
Have you fallen out with the town councillor?
No. Alder is innocent in the matter. My relatives from the House of Bartosz are behind it all. They're disappointed that I dared outlive my husband.
Right.
And
You're
the
quite
fact
young.
that I'm handling his estates makes their hair stand on end.
All right, I'll help you. Or at least I'll give it a try.
Alder will surely have the papers in his saddlebags,
Okay.
which he left in the shed on the outer courtyard. Bring them to me, and put these there instead.
Okay.
But watch yourself. Odoran's groom has eyes everywhere.
Might as well do that. Can't do parkour? No, not with Godwin. So where's that stable, huh? Here, isn't it? Ah, good. We need this.
Huh. What brings you here?
My legs. Bye. Can I talk to these?
Cost us a shitload.
Oh, yay.
Godwin, you wouldn't be avoiding me. We didn't have much time for conversation on the way here.
Oh,
Let's rectify
hooray.
With pleasure, sir. As it happens, there's something I'd like to ask you. Where did you leave Sir Divish? Surely he's not too old to miss out on such an event.
Haven't you heard? Lady Stephanie is with child. No one even imagined Divish would produce an heir at his age.
As they say, doesn't matter who kneaded the dough, as long as there's a pie in the oven.
Godwin.
Well, it could be a miracle. Praise the Lord.
So Henry's gonna be a dad. Hooray! Henry's gonna have a little bastard of his own with Lady Stephanie. She gave me a shirt. I gave her my cock. You know, win-win.
What are you expecting from
She gets to have a castle when Divish dies.
Well,
you know,
I
like
have
next
no
week.
great expectations. But, all going well, we may be able to establish some joint steps towards the future. As long as we proceed without prior agreement and mutual support, we will be very unlikely to achieve any progress.
Right.
I couldn't help but notice your son has a bit of a talent for getting into trouble.
To put it mildly, but not to do him an injustice, knowing young Lord Capon, he undoubtedly contributed to that more than a little.
Oh, he did most of it.
If they didn't pull each other out of trouble,
true,
God knows where they'd be now.
Dead.
Wise words. Still, Henry's come a long way on a thorny path. I trust you're rightfully proud of him.
You know, I am.
Aww.
And Martin would also be glad.
Daddy!
Even though Henry chose a different path than he.
May God grant him eternal rest.
Hanush?
May I have a word with you, sir?
You? Anytime. With you, at least, there's some sensible conversation.
Nice.
Unlike this pack of conceited upstarts.
Have you got something against the Kuttenberg nobles?
Their forefathers lived up to their ears in dung. But thanks to the royal minds, they were born with silver spoons up their asses. And they think that can turn their blood blue.
But
Rude
surely
as fuck.
they're not all like that. And they are our allies.
Allies or not, someone ought to show them their place.
Okay. I think you're going on the chopping block when the revolution comes, Hanush.
Young Lord Capon is finally free again. Let's hope he'll take better care of himself now.
No class
He got a
conscience.
harsh lesson. But at least he might remember to lay off that tomfoolery of his for a while.
Doubt
And if
it.
not, war will make a man of him soon enough.
Do you think
Make a
there's
man
really going to be a war?
out of you.
I mean a proper one, not just sitting around and talking about it.
Let's
I
get
sincerely
down
hope
to
so.
business
Whoever sits
to
around
defeat
risks nothing.
the Huns.
It's time to get off our asses and take action.
Did they send me Jobst when I asked for Hanush?
What do you think about Jobst?
Are you testing me? Jobst called this assembly and he wants things to turn out well. We have to trust him.
To turn out well for whose benefit, though?
For
Some
whom?
are up to their
For
elbows in
whom,
silver and
huh?
blood, so others can live in freedom.
Better make sure you're among the latter then. And in the meanwhile, help the former to keep their losses to a minimum.
Oh god, what a horse's ass. Hanush, not this one. Ooh, what a lovely ass. Look at this. Braided. Can I talk to the dry devil? Oh, I can't. Oh. Can I have some pig? Ooh, I can. Roasted pig. I'm very full though. Oh, there she goes. Still a plucking. That chicken is going through it. Do I have to sway this guy too? He looks pissed. Can I talk to him? I want to give the papers, but...
Sir, I don't believe I've had the honor.
Nor I, until now. I am Sir Conrad, Lord of Wächter.
You're pissed.
And you are the heir to the Lord of Rabosh, are you not?
Used to be. My father somewhat disowned me some time ago.
And I used to be the Royal Mint Master, until the king decided to replace me.
Of course.
We've got quite a bit in common, wouldn't you say?
More than you think. If my memory doesn't deceive me, you serve as a parish priest. So I recollect, at least, from my recent discussions with Martin.
Served. That's in the past.
Got kicked out.
Even so. Before King Wenceslas appointed me his mint master, I was
that's
a
why you're
priest.
dressed like that.
I was even being groomed to become a bishop.
Oh god,
And now
groomed.
look at us.
Wrong
We have
phrasing.
cast off our robes and merrily hatched plots against
Priests
Sigismund.
and grooming.
There's
No,
no
don't
point
go
in
there.
waiting for divine intervention. On the contrary, the current state of
He's
affairs
so drunk.
demands quite a secular approach.
Secular approach. Yes. Godwin, why is there two of you?
Do you think you might get your position as Mint Master back again?
I doubt it. Half the town hates Vavak, but no one would even think of saying a word against him.
I have
and
proof
he knows
that he's
his
corrupt.
security stands and falls with his function, so he clings to it tooth and nail.
Are you going to support the Margrave's proposal?
I haven't quite decided yet. It's true that displeasure against the king is noticeably growing in Kuttenberg, but if our rebellion were to come face to face with Sigismund's army, I'd be risking my future, if not my life.
Yeah, probably both.
It was a pleasure to meet you.
Likewise.
Okay, maybe he isn't poisoning. He's just drinking from everywhere he can. Am I going to be able to talk to my dad? Okay, let's give the papers
I've
back.
got those papers from Alder for you.
Shh, quiet! You don't have to announce it to everyone.
My lady, with all the clamour going on here, I can hardly hear my own thoughts. Here they are.
You're more capable than I expected.
Haha.
Thanks for
You
the
should
help.
see me with a sword in
welcome.
hand.
And now you're part of the bargain.
As agreed. I will support Liechtenstein's
Good.
proposal with
Good.
both words and money.
Thank
Hooray!
you, noble lady. God will...
Yes, quite. But let's drink to our bargain.
God, I'm
Godwin.
going to get so drunk.
How could I refuse a toast with such a fine lady? To your health, Lady Anna.
And to the success of our efforts.
Oh boy, I'm going to get so drunk. Like Henry at the wedding.
Everything all right? You look a bit out of sorts.
I can't wait for it to end so we can get out of here.
I reckon you'd have to be pretty brave to come and mingle with the Kuttenberg lords.
Or pretty pissed off.
Or that.
We will leave as soon as we can. Anyway, all of these worthy gentlemen will be relieved when we are out of sight.
Would you tell me something about your community? I haven't found out much so far.
What can I tell you? It was never exactly glorious.
Tell me stuff.
And now especially, everyone is quaking that what is still left to us will be taken away.
Surely it won't be that bad.
There are many fools who would rather take out their gall on us and start to fight among themselves. In times of uncertainty, it is always the sons of Israel who are the first to be stricken.
To a point, yeah.
I'll tell you, nobody has the likes of
Not even Bocek?
Not even Butcher. He's a great lord.
Mind where you're going. That's hard to believe.
Oh, Ruthard, I
Martin
can talk
likes
to...
exaggerate.
Okay.
He was talking about
I can talk to my dad, but first
I'd like
let's
to
talk
check your horses
Oh,
out. See if they're as good as you say.
Ha! Even better. But you won't believe it until you see for yourself.
Guess that's my
And you
dad.
might not believe your eyes when you do see them.
Well, well. We have a new guest.
I wanted to...
You wanted to apologize for crashing
Hello.
into my home
Hello,
without
Reba.
it by your leave. Or to arrest my
Just
guests
in
some
time.
more.
I want to have a word with Older.
Well, I'm having a word with you.
I apologize, Father.
For interrupting our
You
conversation.
look the same age, though.
Or just for being you.
Is that your...
Unfortunately. Speak up, then. What are you doing here?
I came with a delegation from Sir Hanush of Lipa.
Is this a joke?
Why so strict, Martin?
20 years ago, he was nothing but a cheeky brat, only interested in wenches and booze. I got him a place at the Archbishopric to have some sense beaten into his head. Only it wasn't long before they kicked him out. And then I find out he's settled in some backwater parish in Sassau. But he took his boozing and whoring along with him, lost everything, and then came creeping home again. Huh?
Try saying it again a little louder. They might not have heard you in the outer courtyard.
You have the impertinence to show me your face after the way you disgraced our whole family?
You're exaggerating, like you've always done.
Me? Exaggerating? You're the one who turned my home into a house of ill repute.
Sounds fun.
Your whores wandering around as if they owned the place.
Oh, actually, anything fun was strictly banned under your roof. But maybe you ought to try it yourself sometime. Then maybe you wouldn't be such a bitter old grouch.
You're dishonoring your host.
I can't dishonor someone who has no honor.
Oh my God,
if
Godwin.
you had any, you'd be...
That's enough.
Christopher.
You won't get away with those insults. I challenge you to a
Oh,
duel.
boy.
I'm not happy about it, but I accept. This isn't how I imagined my first meeting with my brother.
Make room for us. We'll just settle a very private matter. It's an honorable
Oi, where's my sword?
duel, man against man.
Hello?
Payback.
Why don't I have a sword?
I'll smash you to smithereens!
Excuse you, why don't I have a sword? Oh, I can't win without a sword.
No, you fuck! Why, you've still got teeth!
Oh, I guess I can. I don't have a sword.
Forgive me, Lord, for what I do.
Why didn't I... Oh, now I have the sword. Okay, that was buggy. Well, good to know I beat the shit out of him just with my hands. Oi, come here.
My God. Where did you learn to wield a sword like that?
I used my
Father always
fists.
said you were a good-for-nothing boozer. But you could teach sword fighting in a school.
I was in a war. Right after they kicked me out of the archbishopric. And you ought to know yourself.
Jesus.
Not all the faults that Father sees are real.
Aye. Well,
a great duel, wasn't it?
I apologize for going off like that. I had to, so that...
So Father would be satisfied.
And I punched you.
Only he'll never be satisfied. The sooner you realize that, the better.
I thought he was the way he was because his first son let him down. And he hoped at least his second would become something.
Not at all. I remember him the same since I was a nipper. When I was 6 years old, I fell off a horse and broke my leg. He wouldn't talk to me for a week because I'd let him down.
The first time he took me hunting, he let me starve for 3 days until I was able to shoot my first hare.
Only 3 days. He got soft.
I always wondered who you were. There was never much talk about you at home.
Look, I really did fuck up everything I could. I brawled and boozed until they threw me out of my own parish. But now, I have a chance to put things to rights a little.
And that's why you want to talk to Alder.
Exactly.
Aye. The outcome of this war depends on it.
That sounds very important, considering you and Alder are both pretty small players. After your encounter with Father, it won't be easy to get to Alder. Actually, I don't think you should even attempt it. Unless you want to anger Father even more.
What else can I do, though?
I'll talk to him myself. He'll hear me out for sure.
Okay.
But you'll
okay,
have
sure.
to trust me. And tell me what it's all about.
I'll trust you.
All right, then. You've heard Yob's plan, right? It's a nice idea, but we can't wait around without an army to back us up.
Only no one's going to pay for one.
What's
because
this
that
guard
would be an
doing
outright
here?
admission
He's
of rebelling
listening
against
to
Sigismund.
us.
Alder's got some clout with the councillors and burghers who are loyal to Sigismund. If he agrees,
it's making me want
follow.
a burger.
I expect Alder's
Look
not
at this
the
guy.
only one
He's
you're
spying.
You got that right.
Leave Alder to me. The plan sounds sensible, and he's no fool.
I don't know how to thank you.
You can drag me to a tavern sometime. Pa doesn't need to know about it.
You're starting to sound like a brother.
Ah, okay. Who was snooping? Was it you? No, it wasn't you. Who knew? I won a duel just by punching someone. And where's the other guy? Who is it? Oh, the butt cheek! Butt cheek!
Sir Bocek, I need to speak with you for a moment.
A man hardly puts his cup to his lips, and someone comes along to put a flea in his ear. Yobs comes up with a plan
What a voice.
as full of holes as a beggar's shoes, and now you're all jostling to win me over for him.
On the contrary, I've come here with an idea how to improve it.
Does that improvement include a few thousand men-at-arms? If
Yes.
not, you can go to the devil with it.
A few thousand men-at-arms as a convincing argument. And 100 horsemen on top. Only in order to get them, we need coin.
You've got my attention, but not my money yet.
I like your hat.
Don't worry, it's not just your money I want to draw on. Believe it or not, we've gained other patrons for our cause too.
Really? Name at least one of those lunatics, then.
Anna of Volstein, for instance.
Truly? Well, let's see about it then.
I wouldn't mention the word lunatic.
Lunatic.
All right, let's discuss it, candidly.
Let's
I have a
go.
lot of property, lots of subjects to look after, and along with that, the Lord blessed me with a large family.
Sure, the
I
Lord.
can't risk it all in a conflict with Sigismund.
So you need guarantees that you won't be left standing in the cold if you openly oppose Sigismund.
My guarantee is called Yitka. She's my niece. If I succeeded in marrying her off to another strong house, I'll have the certainty that I won't be left alone.
Maybe it's enough to find a suitable groom among the allies.
Perhaps someone of suitable standing who Yitka would also gladly accept. I don't want her to be unhappy.
Me? No.
I believe Liechtenstein is single.
And an uncertain party. Besides, he's inconvenient for Sigismund. Yitka could end up being a pawn to blackmail both of us.
How about young Lord Capon?
He's a youngster still.
Oh no.
What's wrong with him? He's young, he's handsome, women are fighting over him. Yitka will like him, and he'll give her a whole bunch of children.
And to half the wenches in his domain, too, eh? On the other hand, the Lords of Leipa have a good reputation, and Hanush can always be relied on, despite his temper. Maybe it's not such a bad idea.
Yeah, maybe not.
So, will you support our plan?
You're selling the skin of a boar that's still grunting. First, I want a confirmation that the wedding will take place as soon as possible.
And what if Lord Capon refuses?
I don't care what the young lord thinks. Hanush is the one to decide. If he agrees, I'll be happy to support your plan.
Pushing a friend to tie the knot to save the kingdom.
God.
Things have come
Hans is gonna get
the kingdom
red
will
wedding.
not forget his sacrifice. Now stop dilly-dallying and go and tell Hanush.
Can I tell Hans though?
I've got some good news and some bad news for you.
The bad news is there's hardly any
Don't you
females
dare
in
get
this whole
Hans
damned
killed.
place.
He won't
There's
get
some
killed.
old bat standing there with 2 young girls, but she watches over them like a mother hen. So at least tell me the good news.
You're going to get married.
Good. Is she at least pretty?
I don't know. I've never seen her.
You're really a barrel of laughs.
Oh boy.
Wait till Hanush hears this. Now, enough nonsense. Let's have a drink to your health.
I know where you live. I'll
and
use that
my
information.
freedom.
Wow. Well,
To
do
your
with that
health.
what you may. You know roughly where I live. Don't dox me. Don't dox me. Daddy. Daddy, I'm gonna jump on your head. Okay, Hans doesn't believe me. That's fine.
Take a look at that. A nightingale surrounded by hawks.
Job's the nightingale. He looks more like... Sir Hanush.
Not gonna
I
dox,
bring
I was just
happy
gonna show up at your
tidings.
house,
You do?
door and kick your butt
Let's hear it
cheeks.
then.
Good luck.
I've gained us a powerful ally.
And who is it? I hope it's not one of those Kuttenberg stuffed guts.
On the contrary, it's Bocek, the elder of Kunstadt and Podjebrad.
Kunstadt? By Christ, he's the last one I'd have expected to step up. How the hell did you do it?
Well, there's one little catch. I had to promise him.
Right.
I don't even know how to begin.
Out with it.
Lord Kunstadt has a
Dorpian!
niece. So,
Come on.
I arranged a betrothal for young Lord Capon, with your blessing if you agree.
Hans Capon is to marry Yitka of Kunstadt. Godwin, you conniving old bastard!
Oh, fuck.
I don't believe it. So, young Hans is to marry Kunstadt's daughter?
Niece.
If you're serious, I'll make sure that you get the Rattay parish.
Hooray!
Or you could make me the abbot of Sassa.
Yes,
Or what
that's
about
better.
a bishopric?
Much better.
Forget it. Soon I'll be paying for a wedding. Not a word to Hans. I want to tell him myself.
Oops.
But let's drink to it, shall we?
Sure.
Cheers.
Cheers to you. And to your parlaying skills.
Hooray! Look, my dagger has balls. Do you see my dagger? It has balls. Still plucking. Mr. Pluckin' the Cluckin'. Oh, he's downstairs, right. Oh, brother! No, can't talk to him. The sound of the legs cracking is pretty funny.
Exactly why we mustn't push too hard.
Butt cheeks!
Your niece Yivka
Just
can start
think about this
preparing for her
butt cheek.
wedding.
So Hanush
The
agreed.
big,
Without
wrinkly butt
reservation.
cheek over here.
Indeed.
Then I will fulfill my end of the bargain without reservation.
Hooray! If you don't
Lord
have a
of
reservation, you're not getting
Enough
into this
formality.
restaurant, Mr. Butt
We'll
cheek.
have a drink. What do you say?
Cheers to the beautiful
20th
Lady
drink
Yivka
today, why
and the
not?
unhappy Lord Capel.
Here's to a good bargain.
I hope this is saving. I hope this is saving because I am going to try and kill Sigismund. Siggy Wiggy.
Walk out of here with a clear plan. But
Gentlemen, I think we can raise our goblets to the successful conclusion
I'd
of the
rather not.
negotiations.
Well,
is this supposed to be your secret weapon?
Like I said, miracles happen where you least expect them. Tell me, Godwin of the House of Odorin, what news do you bring us?
I bring
what
nothing
news
from
of the
House
march?
But the widow of Waldstein and Sir Bocek of Kunstadt will support our cause.
Both of them. Good heavens, what did you promise them?
This is going to be a long story, and I could use a drink. So if you'll excuse me, my lords?
Here we go.
It would seem that we have all benefited from the break in these proceedings. New alliances have been formed. And I have also changed my plans. We shall still wait for Sigismund to withdraw his troops of his own accord. But we will wait with an army at our backs.
Yes. And how are we to raise an army? Wasn't it made clear at the meeting that no one wants to take the risk?
The only thing made clear was that each of us alone is weak, and that we could not find common ground. But that has now changed.
King Wenceslas is, by the will of God, the balbatim of all his subjects. Not only the Christians, our community, and not only ours. They'll give you coin.
The Kuttenberg houses are still loyal to King Wenceslas, and we stand with Lord Ruthard.
And if that's not enough, the houses of Leipa and Kunstadt will unite and march side by side.
My niece, Yitka, will take young Lord Capon as her husband.
That is very funny.
Lords Kunstadt, Hanush, Radzig, and I will set out immediately. God willing, we will be back within 3 weeks, along with an army.
Now those are words worthy of a nobleman.
My friend, I still believe that words are more powerful than swords. And our words will ring in 1,000 voices to the glory of King Wenceslas.
I only had to drink 20 cups of wine to do it. Yeah, Jobst is always changing his plans, Reba. And Hans really is going through his own personal Vietnam. Don't worry, Hans. You'll still get to bang Henry. Don't worry about it. You'll still guard your body. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Okay, get ready to kill Sigismund. Knifey, knifey. Oh, I took my hat off.
After we conquered the city, you promised to restore order immediately. And then I find out things are even more disordered than before.
Your Majesty, we are sorry. We will put it to rights.
You've already said that. I want to hear real solutions.
We will put more guards on the roads and toughen penalties. We can have a few captured bandits executed as an example to others.
Oh, my hat's back.
We do not care about bandits. We care about rebellious nobles and burghers. What will you do with them? How will you solve the chaos in the town administration, the rebellious miners, and the dismal yields? And how is it even possible that a rebellion against the king is smoldering here in the city?
That was not a very strong punch.
I hear the resistance is coming from the Jewish quarter, from right under your noses. Why haven't you done anything?
We don't know who is behind this. Without evidence, we cannot punish them.
Otto von Berghoff did not ask questions in Prague either. He acted. And I advise you to do the same. Find a couple of wretches in a hole somewhere. Point them to the Jewish quarter and give them free rein. To do anything. The city's Jewish community was and still is on Wencesla's side. They need a warning.
We do not even have enough men to...
Marquardt, could you spare a few men for a while?
Of course, sire. I'll assign them to Eric. He'll take care of it.
So you see? All you have to do is make sure the city rebel get their share. You could at least manage that, couldn't you? And if the thought should cross your minds that you would get rid of the debts to the Jewish moneylenders this way, forget about it. Your debts will remain, up to the last groschen. Only now you owe us directly. And while we are on the subject of money, has the yield from the mines finally matched last year's?
Sire, the deposits are dwindling, and mining is becoming increasingly difficult.
He's stealing from the mines.
And to make matters worse, the miners started rebelling.
Don't take us for a fool. They'll stop rebelling when you pay them proper wages.
Your Majesty, we can't do that.
Silence! How dare you oppose the kingdom's protector? You're a bunch of incompetent sycophants. Chicken shits. Not any better than the scum hiding in the forest.
And drunks! Give them hell! Lazy fools, the lot of them.
How dare you?
Some of you are even swelling right here in the city council meeting. This is unbelievable.
Remove this swill pot from the hall immediately.
I'm telling the truth. This whole council is a farce. The whole city knows it.
Lord of Sargets, your insolence just cost you your place on the council, and a month in the dungeon.
But...
Hopefully that'll be enough for him to sober up. And if not, put him in the pillory for a while, bailiff.
I'll see to it as soon as the council is over, Your Majesty.
All I hear from you over and over again are excuses and prevarication. And results? None. I therefore place the city council under the authority of Sir Marquardt von Aulitz, who is present here, with immediate effect. He will make sure you finally do your duty.
But, sire, that would be a violation of the privileges granted to us as a free mining town.
Silence! I am the only guarantor of your rights. You have to earn your privileges, not hide behind them. During my brother's reign, this idleness was perhaps tolerated. But that is over now. You were given a few simple tasks. But instead of working on them, you idled in the baths and lined your pockets. And let the traitors cast their nets undisturbed. But unlike my brother, I am capable of creating order. And I assure you, I do not distinguish between those who stand in my way. Be they beggars, noblemen, or city councillors. You have 2 weeks to restore order in the city and increase mining output. I want clear results. And you answer only to me and Sir Marquardt von Aulitz now. No one else. The council is dismissed. You, don't go anywhere, boy. Be so kind and remain here. Our throat has become rather dry. And we still wish to speak with our friend von Aulitz.
Yes. Sire. As you wish.
Here we go.
Sire.
Between the two of us, Marquardt.
I'm
Was
sorry.
I not perhaps too harsh on them?
Mind your own business.
And speak candidly. We have had enough of false flattery.
Revenge! Oh, okay, I didn't kill him. I didn't kill him.
Between the two of us, Marquardt. Was I not perhaps too harsh on them?
Where are you going?
And speak
Mind your
candidly.
own business.
We have had enough of false flattery.
Sire, you are harsh, but rightfully so. These councillors.
Hey, waiter!
Need to be
Keep
shown
your
their
distance.
place. You suffered their insolence for far too long. And the same is true of the Jews.
We know. Otto repeated to us several times that it is time to strike against
Step
them.
away from the king.
We are
Now.
glad he's not here. He would be intolerable.
I'm not pleased.
Between the two of us, Marquardt. Was I not perhaps too harsh on them?
Where are you going? Mind your
Speak
own
candidly.
business.
We have had enough of false flattery.
Step away from the king. Now!
Let him go!
Okay. I don't know how to do this. Let's see. Okay. Continue to serve the king. I'm not actually doing anything.
Between the two of us, Marquardt. Was I not perhaps too harsh on them? And speak candidly. We have had enough of false flattery.
Sire, you are harsh, but rightfully so. These councillors. They need to be shown their place. You suffered their insolence for far too long. And the same is true of Jews.
We know. Otto repeated to us several times that it is time to strike against them. We are glad he's not here. He would be intolerably self-satisfied if he knew we had heeded him.
Boy, can't you see the king's cup is empty?
You tend to us as if we were infirm.
Which one does he want, though?
Boy, pour us a monastic wine. The monks had a good year. We have concerns, friend. The Hungarians are rebelling. Our army is falling apart, and we have enemies here on all sides. Would we had a proper army instead of
Where are you
human
going?
mercenaries?
Mind your own business.
They cannot be relied upon. And we are no closer to our goal now
Okay,
than a few
okay.
months ago.
We're still gonna try.
Thank you. It is a good year. If our father were still alive,
Can I
he
piss
would
in
have been
it?
astonished by the mess that a few years of Wenceslas' reign brought to us. With a single word, he would
I don't have any poison.
in their place and the country.
And I can't go anywhere. Don't have anything on me. What if I strip? They just left me the shoes! They left me the shoes for all outfits, okay.
God grant him eternal glory.
We won't need much more time. We'll arrest the traitor Odorin, and the rest will fall in line.
Going after Odorin,
You
no!
say the others will be brought into line, but what do you know of them? We know only a few of them. But there's a fortress standing on every damn hill here. What side are their lords on?
We'll find out soon enough, sire.
If only Wenceslas were not such a stubborn ass, and relinquished that throne that he has no use for anyway. The nobility, on the other hand, found a ruler like him very useful. They made a puppet out of it.
Once you restore order, they'll join you. All you have to do is promise them the privileges
away from the
they
king.
lost during Wenceslas' reign.
I'm sorry. They have to be willing to make peace, at least among themselves. Jobst does everything he can to sow chaos, so that he himself emerges victorious in the end. This business makes me thirsty. Pour me some of that red, boy.
I think Jobst is just waiting for the right moment. He'll switch sides when it suits him.
Maybe.
What kind of donkey have they sent me? Are you only deaf or complete? I've never been so ashamed in my life. And get out.
Oh. Okay. Okay, well. Well. They really limited what you can do
Between
here.
the two of us, Marquette.
Oh no, not again. Okay.
Was I not perhaps too harsh on them? And speak candidly.
Ugh.
We have had enough of false flattery.
Oh god. Here we go again.
Rightfully so.
Stupid Sigismund.
These councils. They need to be shown their place. You suffered their insolence for far too long. And the same is true.
We know. Otto repeated to us several times that it was time to strike against them. We are glad he's not here. He would be intolerably self-satisfied.
Yada yada yada. Come on, Siggy. Chop chop.
Can't you see the king's cup is empty?
You tend to us as if we were infirm. Boy, pour us a monastic wine. The monks had a good year. We have concerns, friend. The Hungarians are rebelling. Our army is falling apart, and we have enemies.
Here we go again.
On both sides. Would we had a proper army instead of human mercenaries? They cannot be relied upon. And we are no closer to our goal now than a few months ago. Thank you. It is a good year.
He isn't even drinking.
If our father were still alive, he would have been
How are you drinking the wine, Siggy? With your mind? Bloody bastard!
He would have put the nobility in their place, and the country would flourish. God grant him eternal glory.
We won't need much more time. We'll arrest the traitor Odorin, and the rest will fall in line.
You say the others will be brought into line, but what do you know of them? We know only a few of them. But there's a fortress standing on every damn hill here. What side are their lords on?
We'll find out soon enough, sire.
If only Wenceslas were not such a stubborn
Yes, we've heard
ass
this, we've heard this.
and relinquished that throne that he has no use for anyway. The nobility, on the other hand, found a ruler like him very useful. They made a puppet out of him.
Once you restore order, they'll join you. All you have to do is promise them the privileges they lost during Wenceslas' reign.
First, they'd have to be willing to make peace, at least among themselves.
The music's very loud.
Jobst does everything he can to sow chaos, so that he himself emerges victorious in the end. This business makes me thirsty. Pour me some of that red, boy.
I think Jobst is just
I want to pull some red out of your neck.
Switch sides when it suits him.
Maybe. But first I'll have to conquer a few more cities. And get a couple more lords on my side. Then they take the threat of war seriously. And Hungary. If Bohemia is a wasp nest, then Hungary is a viper's lair.
You will follow in his footsteps, sire, as soon as you get the chance.
But the wine is good here. To your health, Marquardt.
More? You want more?
And to your health too, boy. May your children grow in a land ruled by a good king. You did a good job, waiter.
Jesus.
You can be proud of yourself.
To your health, Your Majesty.
First, we need to crack down on the biggest
We're working on it. While the council was meeting, Otto von Berghoff and his men set out for Rabosch.
They're gonna siege Rabosch.
Alderin won't give you any more trouble.
He and Ruthard are in it together. Once we get Oderin, we can handle Ruthard easily. Rabosch
They're making you like Sigismund Reaper, that's the
After all,
point.
Otto has already got
You know.
I appreciate
He's
your
not
confidence,
completely evil.
But the devil knows there are a lot more strongholds to conquer here.
For the king,
Still a
Red White.
bastard.
No. We shall have White. We have had enough of Red.
White it is. Quickly. If Rabosch
I'm taking the white. Wait.
will follow.
I can't
I
run.
think von Berghoff's little contraption will find its use again.
Oh no, not the gun.
We could use it to raise this town hall too. And I have some suggestions for other candidates.
Anyone who's completely evil other than Hitler, of course. Ah, there's a few
wondrous
people.
tool, but we can't rely on it forever.
There's a few people like that,
Here
even
to the
today.
Square and pointed at the city hall. Those sycophants would only benefit.
Ah,
from
God, my bum.
It's a splendid idea.
Been sitting for too long.
The councillors are quite fearful enough already that they can hide nothing from us.
God.
There's been enough fretting, sire. You shall see. Soon we will drink to the conquest of another fortress.
You are right.
They're making us like Siggy,
So then,
right? You know.
to victory. And you, boy.
Because
will you
probably
drink
our
with us?
side's gonna do something
So
awful.
that you shall have something to tell your children and grandchildren.
Sure.
To
I'm lying.
to victory, sire.
To today's.
Victory against you, you bastard! Oh, Rabosch is gonna get attacked. Okay, here we go. Gonna fight as Godwin. The entire alliance is there. Oh, this is gonna go so poorly. Oh god, here we go. Best viewers, why don't you fuck off? Wait, I'm drunk, but I need to ban this guy. Give me a second. You're getting banned, my dude. Bam. There we go. Ban the bastard. There we go. Ooh. Oh my god. Oh, I hate drunk Godwin. I can't see
How'd
anything.
you like a wine,
I'm getting
The
dizzy.
art of winemaking has a long tradition in La Belle France.
Making me dizzy.
Recipes are passed on from father to son, and each generation brings them to perfection. I myself was practically raised on wine. How many I have tasted. Even the French royal court took note of my refined taste. The king himself had wine delivered for his table according to my advice.
Wow.
I expect his lordship had the best barrels rolled out. Now, if you'd only known he had a real connoisseur here.
Best barrels! Mon ami, this wine would perhaps be suited to the infirmary, where it would suffice for cleaning wounds and easing pain. For that, the taste is of little consequence.
When those two girls came by carrying the sword is purely ornament.
That's right.
About the girls?
You just fall in.
You in need of something.
They're gonna attack us and we're all drunk.
I'd like to drink a toast with you to our joint success. As they say, all's well that ends well. So, to brighter tomorrows.
Touching.
Come now. What's become of your poetic soul?
I never had one.
Truly?
Nope.
Not even a little?
Not a bit. I'm just a cynical old pragmatist.
In that case, in quite simple and pragmatic terms,
Oh no.
the wine has run out.
Fuck. I've got a tongue like a slice of weak old bread after all that gabbing.
Well, get something wet for us then.
His lordship is so unsteady on his legs, he can't make it as far as the keg.
To hell with that keg slop.
Uh-oh.
Your father surely has something better stored away. I had my eye on him all evening. He had pictures brought from somewhere for himself and his closest friends, and left the rest of us to drink cheap dregs. Try and find one of those pictures for us, eh? I'm sure you can manage that.
You
I'm not sure if I can.
I've got a nose for booze.
I don't doubt it. Get sniffing quick.
Oh, I hate this. It's making me ill.
Maybe an old pinch person, but when it comes to affairs of state, he splashes out like there's no tomorrow. I'm filled with grief.
Get it, Father.
Please, call me Rabbi, or Lord Cape.
Oh, whatever. Fuck it.
And you should not curse either.
See? You talk exactly the same as our holier-than-thous.
What is bothering you, young man?
Okay, not paying attention to that.
How should I interpret?
In the simplest terms,
Earn a reputation.
And with you?
You couldn't think of a fancier name.
At least you can tell by the name that the horse is immensely valuable.
Oh.
Having a good time? It's a fucking bore. These old farts here have no idea what fun is. Well, what are you missing? There's wine, food. Even a few females worth the same. I'd rather have a game of dice. Or a good punch-up. Don't you dare get into a fight with anyone. You know what a fuck-up that would be. Aye, I forgot. Only the younger Lord of Rabors is allowed to give anyone here a pasting.
A few females.
And his own kin at that.
Yeah.
Leave it out. They forced my hand.
They wouldn't have to force me. That young nitwit was asking for it anyways.
Not doing that. Who's over here?
It's easy for you to say. You don't have to listen to it day in, day out.
a little gossip. You act like you don't know the world of the law.
How come you're still here, sir? Weren't you supposed to travel with Sir Hanush? Raise an army, prepare a wedding feast and all that?
All hail Yobst. He sorted things out here nicely. He got my money for a start, and that's more than I wanted to give him. But you know how it goes. Give them a finger. I explained to the Margrave that I'm not going anywhere, and I sent my captain with him. He's still young and full of piss and vinegar. I'm too old and fond of my comfort.
And we're going to be
Did you
attacked.
at least discuss with Hanush where the wedding will take place?
Nothing to discuss. The wedding will take place at our castle Littitz, of course. It's the pride of our family. We can fit in 3 times more people than here, and that still wouldn't be much.
But there are 2 castles in Ratai. I'd bet my right arm old Hanush will want to have the wedding there.
What? In Ratai? Well, I ought to look into that then.
But deal with him yourself, though. I won't be your gent's messenger anymore.
Have you ever thought about getting married?
Need to get the wine. There's a picture. That's not it. Still plucking. She's plucking all day and plucking all night, plucking all the way. And
All day long, they're trying to agree on something they won't remember in the morning.
Sorry, have you got
guy's
some time to
barfing.
spare?
From cleaning up this pigsty? Any time.
I need help with something. Do you know where I might be able to find the wine pitchers? I mean the ones with the really good wine that the Lord saves for his nearest and dearest.
And you're one of those?
I should say so. I'm his son.
And I'm the king's daughter. Anyway, I don't know nothing about no wine.
Lady?
In case you haven't noticed, I'm sweeping the floor, and I'm about to mop up vomit. Try asking my ma. She's the cook here.
I've come to rescue you from work and responsibilities.
Really? Why don't you save that sweet talk and tell me what you want?
Well, it occurred to me we could maybe...
Oh, here we go.
Spend a little time together.
Of course. What else? Do you play dice?
You mean strip dice?
You strip if you like. Either way, you'll end up bare-assed and with an empty purse.
I'll give that a miss. Thanks.
Not up to it? Look, if you want a bit of fun, go and see Dasha. She slept with half the fortress. And the whole village.
She sounds fun.
Oh, not this again.
This will be a fucking bloodbath.
But I can't see. Is this Dasher? No? Plucking? I can't see shit. It's getting ridiculous. Will it heal me? It helps with a hangover, but I'm not hungover. I'm just drunk. Right? Yep. Ah, the kitchen. Maybe downstairs. Ooh, red.
The red'll be good, I hope.
It's just... Henry was just teaching us how to pick up these, so... Oh.
Now there's a piece of horseflesh for you,
Oh,
Woodard.
boy, here we go.
That nag of yours.
What the hell do you beat it with? It looks more like a damn bull.
Sir! Sir! There's some horsemen right out front of the fortress.
Ah, that's Peter
Uh-oh.
of Pisac. He wouldn't come to the council, but he is coming happily to the celebration.
Oh, you
fox.
idiot. Don't open the gate. It's von Berghoff.
Come on in, sir. There's wine aplenty.
Here we go.
Hey! Hey! Intruders! Enemies at the gates!
And I'm drunk.
Seize the nobles! Kill the rest!
Shishka! Devil! My brother! Oh, they took Ruthard! And they took my dad.
Shit!
Oh, I hope I'm not still drunk. And I hope I do have a sword this time. I do.
Jesus. The surrounding creature can't make it on his own.
Nice!
No, you don't.
Through blood! Yeah! You got him! On the head! Yeah!
Okay. Go, brother! Brother!
Stand your ground! Talked about sweetly. Send my dreams
Boom.
to the devil.
2. I'll help you, Zizka.
Drive those horses out! You got him!
I'm in A.
I'll beat you. You're bloody
Is that Henry? It is. You did sober up. It's Henry now. Oh boy. Oh, if I get there with Henry, all of them are fucked. But I don't think I'll get there in time. Oh! Oh, I am. Okay. Okay, my gear is here. But let me just... let me just get my... You know, I'm not gonna fight in this, but... Doesn't hurt to be, well dressed. Never go into battle, poorly dressed. Okay, do I have any potions? They won't help. Oh, nourishment minus 20? Sure, take one of those.
Quick! Quick! Go! Quick!
Ow.
Whoa!
Okay.
He's had it.
You're dead.
He's done.
Okay, here we go. Locked in. Can I have a potion now that I was gonna have? I took the nourishment one. Buck's blood. Oh.
Hey! Get him!
No! I'll kill you instead. Vauclin! Keep count because I've already lost count.
That was a close shave.
Henry was mowing them down.
Fuck me. Did my eyes deceive me? Henry!
I fucked them all up.
How did you get...
Damn. I can't tell you how happy I am to see
I didn't kill Sigismund though.
you turned up at just the right moment.
Is everyone alright?
Well, some are, some aren't.
They captured Oder and Kunstad and Rutard. And they took Alder and Kunrad of Vector away too.
They wanted to slay the rest like dogs.
Where's the
What about
lady?
my father and Hanush.
They left with Yobs long before that. I'm sure they're all right, but not everyone was so lucky.
What happened, Godwin? Who died?
Anna of Waldstein.
Oh.
She didn't stand a chance
Oh
against those
no! They killed the only woman.
She rest in peace.
Jesus.
You were simply in the wrong place at the wrong time.
And they almost killed my brother. But only almost. Good work.
What do you mean, almost? What happened?
I got there in time to help him, fortunately. Christopher tried to defend our father, but nearly lost his life doing it. For nothing.
Old grievances aside, Odorin is an ally. The same as
We have to get
Rutard
them.
and Botchek.
Now we rescue
they all
them
have
like
their
we rescued
quirks.
Hans.
Cousin Botchek's a money-grabbing magpie. But I wouldn't give up on the fucker either.
We'll have to wait for the other side's move anyway.
Of course he's
We don't
cousins
even know
with
where von
Botchek.
Berghout took them.
He looks like a desiccated ball sack, and he's cousins with a butt cheek. Makes sense.
Where did they go? Back to Rattay?
They've got to raise an army for us. And I hope they fucking hurry.
So we have
Ooh,
a
the
plan
best.
to counter
They must.
Sigismund.
All in the family, exactly.
More of a promise than a plan.
One of the money
But,
lenders just died,
as you can
so...
see, our allies are getting scarce. We should lay low until Jobst gets back.
He has a
I'll
Jobst
gladly
to
play
do.
dead for a while.
Be so kind. And don't speak of the dead.
I tried to come as soon as possible and warn you, but von Bergov's people beat me here.
You knew he was coming.
He wanted Odorin. He probably had no idea they'd find most of Sigismund's enemies here in one place.
I bet he couldn't believe his fucking luck.
And Sigismund will be moving at a gallop. We have to be really careful now. One wrong move, and he'll hang the lords.
Is there anything we can do?
Definitely not right now. We'll
No.
treat the wounded, bury the dead,
Loot.
get the hell out of here. Then we'll hide in the Devil's Den and wait for Jobst and his army.
If I survive the journey. Oh, God's teeth. That stupid nag nearly broke me in half.
The king announced one more thing at the council.
Bro.
He asked the councillors to
Oh
ransack
boy,
the
gonna have to
Jewish
stop
quarter.
that.
That is, he ordered it, more like.
Fuck! Liechtenstein's got his people there. They could reveal a lot.
The city rabbi is sitting upstairs in the hall. At least he's safe here.
They're our allies.
Yes.
We have to help them.
Let's go.
What do you mean by we? Everyone here is lucky to be still breathing. I can just see them all jumping to their feet and rush to save their poor Jews.
Maybe Samuel will figure something out. He wanted to talk to you anyway.
He's here too.
Aye, escorting the rabbi. You should go and see them as soon as possible. And tell Liechtenstein too.
Anyway, we've got work to do.
Well.
Baldwin?
Give me a moment. I'll go and see Christopher first.
Can I do some looting?
Guard the walls until morning. If anyone shows up, I want to know about it. I'll be with Christopher.
Okay. I'm not gonna leave stuff for the enemy. Gold stuff is coming with me. God, I killed so many of them, didn't I? How many did I kill? Did anyone count? I got lost. There were so many of them. Sadly, von Bergov is not among them. This soldier's not doing a very good job at looting either. I'm just taking everything. Take all these things. Take all these things. Okay, this is going to be a while. Well, I'm going to end it here then. I'll loot them in the end. Afterwards. Well, I guess we'll see you guys next week. Quite a stream, huh? We failed to kill Sigismund. We failed to help our friends, but we did manage to, you know, survive, and they lived and all that. Pretty successful all around. And thank you all for coming. You've been very supportive all throughout. 150 followers, or just about. Thank you. Thank you. Your support has been making these streams very fun, and I hope to continue in future. So yeah, keep following, keep watching, keep talking to me, and joining me on these streams, suggesting games. We'll play other things as soon as KCD2 is over, and you know, feel free to always talk about history with me and watch these games, and we'll keep growing and playing and doing stuff. I'll add more new things this weekend, like alerts probably, and some more gadgets and stuff to make it more fun. So, see you everyone. Have a good night. See you on Monday. Bye-bye.